Civil Rights Legacy. The city honors Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. with its annual Observance, featuring winners of this year's commemorative essay contest.
I saw that he had a lot of quotes like encouraging people to spread their voice and to use dialogue as power.
A helping hand. Irving Cares partners with the North Texas Food Bank to support senior citizens in need.
It's a blessing that they have this event, and it's a blessing that these people come out and serve the community the way they are.
Library cooking class. Children of the community gather at West Irving Library for a special culinary program.
Kids really like to cook. I feel like people don't give them the opportunity to cook, and this is like a great safe space that we have.
And in Feature Flix, I review the new horror based on the 1941 classic, Wolfman.
I think my husband was infected.
Hello everyone, welcome to Irving Spotlight. I'm Susan Stevens. We begin tonight with the city's beloved Martin Luther King Jr. Observance event. This year's celebration features dance, poetry, and of course, the annual essay contest winners, who shared their inspiring words with the community.
But I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. continues to inspire generations.
Even though Dr. King is gone, his courage and hard work left a legacy for us. He showed us that we should always stand up for what we believe and fight for fairness and equality.
His boycotts, his protests, they were a lot extraordinary.
And I think this march will go down as one of the greatest, if not the greatest, demonstrations for freedom and human dignity ever held in the United States.
I saw that he had a lot of quotes like encouraging people to spread their voice and to use dialogue as power, and I thought that was really important in today as well.
Dr. King's impact on the civil rights movement is celebrated by the community at the annual MLK Observance. The Irving Art Center hosted the powerful event, which featured the Dallas Black Dance Theater, poetry, choir, and the winners of this year's MLK essay contest.
My essay is about how Martin Luther King encouraged equality and how he had a dream about an equal society and how we can turn it into a reality.
His speeches, such as the I Have a Dream speech, inspire people to treat others with respect and dignity, regardless of background, social status, and importantly, race.
So I included where he studied, his boycotts, and then I included his speech and how hard it was to live through that time.
I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will be not judged by the color of their skin, but the content of their character.
In around 3rd grade, at the school level here in Texas, they learn about him and the important role that he played in the civil rights movement, but I also feel like it's a way to really connect it and bring it back and to not only hear it in the classroom, but now to really convey what they've learned and to write a lot of their feelings, but obviously the factual information is important, but we want them to really be proud and understand the history.
I think this is a great opportunity. This is my 2nd time doing it, so I'm a lot more confident this time, and I put a lot more thought and depth into my essay, so I'm really excited to share my thoughts again.
Although today we've come close to that ideal society, there's still so much we could do as a community to suppress discrimination and fulfill Dr. Martin Luther King's vision. Dr. King saw it in a dream. We can see it in reality. Thank you.
While Dr. King continues to inspire equality and respect, Irving Cares continues to inspire us with their helping hands. They have partnered with the North Texas Food Bank to host a drive-through food distribution for the first Friday of every month outside of Heritage Senior Center to provide groceries for seniors in need.
Good morning, how are you?
Today is our senior feeding program that we do in partnership with North Texas Food Bank. And so what we do the first Friday of every month is we do a senior income eligible, age eligible food distribution. We're really lucky that the Heritage Center allows us to use their parking lot to be able to do that. So we're trying to take care of those seniors in need in Irving.
Groceries keep going up, So you can't do it. Can't do it. It's very hard. If it wasn't for this, we'd be putting more money on our credit cards to make it through.
My daughter's going through a divorce and there's not a whole lot of money, and this literally makes a difference as to what my grandson gets to eat.
Nobody goes hungry. That's a good thing.
Thank you. I do pick up for my sister and her husband, and whatever they don't want or I don't want, then I distribute to my neighbors and some other people I know that are in need. So it does help several people.
Senior citizens know that every first Friday they can come here and get not only canned goods, but a lot of times they give us produce, fresh produce, fruits and vegetables, and that is really important for a good, healthy diet.
Also, we're adding today, Atmos Energy is partnered with Irving Cares. Saturday, we're gonna be doing kind of an energy aid program for them. So anybody that has an Atmos Energy bill that lives in Dallas County will be able to come to Irving Cares on Saturday. We're gonna help pay their gas bills for them. It's a chance to also just to help folks in need, and that's what we should be doing, especially as it starts to get colder.
Have a great weekend.
Things like this where the people are kind and they're very nice, it makes a whole lot of difference to where people look down on you for it.
It's a blessing that they have this event, and it's a blessing that these people come out and serve the community the way they are, because it's a blessing to all of us.
Thank you.
Well, Happy New Year and have a great weekend. God bless you.
The new mobile kitchen available at West Irving Library is providing a unique opportunity for chefs of all ages to whip up an appetizing meal. We stopped by one of their classes to see what's cooking at the library. There's a sizzling program happening at the West Irving Library.
You're sizzling? Yeah.
I'm coming in hot.
Really cool. That one.
Kids are taking a crack at cooking some fan favorite State Fair foods.
Air fryer Oreos and the corn dogs, like the mini corn dogs.
It's part of the library's Edible Education Series, which gives chefs of all ages an opportunity to whip up a tasty dish and enhance their culinary skills.
We haven't tried them with ice cream yet.
Oh, okay.
It's fun, and I really like to do baking.
Kids really like to cook. I feel like people don't give them the opportunity to cook, and this is like a great safe space that we have for kids to try out something new.
Yeah, like that, you see? Yeah, there we go.
Thanks to the library's grant-funded mobile kitchen, these kids are conveniently creating a batter for their mini corn dogs and heating up the oil.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the one heating up the oil. The kids will watch, and I'll give them, little safety tips, like don't get too close, don't just splash things in.
I swear I'm not burning this.
Once the corn dogs are done and cooling, they pop open a can of crescent rolls to make their Oreos in an air fryer.
It's very beneficial just because it helps with their fine motor skills. It also gives them like a sense of like accomplishment.
I think I did a very good job.
It was fun, amazing, and fun.
The favorite part was when it was frying, the fried Oreos was frying, and then eating it. So good.
The Edible Education Series inspires children to cook and explore all the different types of books the library has to offer.
You tell them like, oh, we actually have more cooking books. Sometimes they'll come back and let me know like, oh, I made this, Miss Eileen, and it makes me really happy.
From what's cooking in the kitchen to what's playing in theaters, it's January, so most moviegoers know this is what we call Dump Month. It's where films like the new horror reboot Wolfman go to die. That's right, this is not a rare January horror gem like Megan. Unfortunately, filmmaker Lee Wanell fails to bring the wit and care he has provided in his past films.
Look through the window right there, you can do it!
The film stars Christopher Abbott and Julia Garner as a couple looking to reconnect and build a stronger relationship with their daughter, who's apparently disconnected from her working mom. This subplot is briefly mentioned in an aimless way, and we're supposed to feel for this family's apparent struggle with no background or character development to their strained marriage. The only backstory is at the top of the film, where we see Abbott's character Blake at a young age with his stern father in a remote house in the woods. It's there we first learn about the Bigfoot-type creature lurking in the forest. Fast forward 30 years, Blake has learned about his father's passing and now wants to take this opportunity to rebuild his own family with a trip to this abandoned farmhouse. On their way, they are attacked by an unseen animal, and as the night goes on, Blake begins to transform into something unrecognizable.
I think my husband was infected.
Early reactions called this film a hardcore, terrifying watch. Outside of a couple of jump scares, Wolfman lacks fear, suspense, and most importantly, fun. We don't expect a film like this to be groundbreaking or have an amazing story, but at the very least provide some entertainment. The film is slow, spending most of its time sitting around in the dimly lit home waiting for the dad to turn full werewolf. This might have to do with 1L's attempt to add a deeper story about how to parent and love your child. But this message is completely lost on audiences, as the film never finds its footing and the actors never fully commit to their performance. Both Abbott and Garner deserve more from their script, and it's evident they showed up for the paycheck and nothing more. Horror fans should still form their own opinion, but be warned, besides a few creative shots and the previously mentioned scares, Wolfman is more of a slow dumpster fire rather than a slow burn. It's a predictable, uninspired story that's all bark and no bite.
Daddy's mean. Hurry, Mommy, he's coming.
Wolfman is now playing. Check AMC Irving Mall and Alamo Drafthouse Cinema Los Cleanes for showtimes. From entertainment on the big screen to outdoor winter fun, Levi Gomez, our man about town, shares his suggestions of fun activities you can do around the city.
It's the season to love, and MIY Teens is here to help. Learn how to make external roses with ribbons for yourself or someone you love. Love and Roses takes place here at the Valley Ranch Library, February 13th at 6 p.m. Celebrate Valentine's Day with the perfect date night soundtracked by Memphis Soul, a classy high-energy 8-piece group showcasing a distinctive sound and style inspired by Otis Redding, Sam Cooke, Aretha Franklin, and more. Enjoy the rich musical legacy of the 50s, 60s, and 70s with a modern twist at Carpenter Hall, February 14th at 7:30 p.m. Can you sing, dance, juggle, or play a musical instrument? Register now to audition for Irving's annual Teen Talent Competition. Registration forms are available online and at Lively Point Youth Center and must be completed by February 10th. Auditions will be held here at the Irving Arts Center February 15th at 9 a.m. The new Philharmonic Orchestra of Irving presents a special Valentine's Day event of high-spirited music from Spain. The evening will also feature noted guitarist Bokyan Bian. Experience a world of rhythm here at Carpenter Hall, February 16th at 3:30 p.m. Frost Fest is back. Come enjoy the cool side of winter with this activity-packed event. Activities include snow tubing, bounce houses, free train rides, food vendors, and much more. Enjoy a day out in the snow without all the hassle at Levy Event Plaza, February 22nd at 10 a.m. Learn new culinary tips and tricks with Edible Education. This session will feature all things ravioli. This culinary class will take place here at the West Irving Library, February 22nd at 2 p.m. Registration is required.
And that wraps up this episode of Irving Spotlight. Join us next time as we go under the sea with the performance of The Little Mermaid Jr., presented by the Irving Youth Theater. And we learn about a new sandwich shop in the city that's offering a variety of handcrafted subs and authentic cheesesteaks. As always, tell us stories you'd like to see on the show. You can email us at ictn@cityofirving.org or connect with us on social media. So subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on X and Instagram. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for tuning in and have a great evening. For Irving Spotlight, I'm Susan Stevens.